Hello students, hope you all remember me. I am Roshan Singh and I am taking your social science. Okay, so you all know in both the classes 4th A and 4th B, the lesson 1, the world we live in is completed, and so I thought to make a short video, a summary video of this lesson. If you have any doubt in this lesson, you can message me on my personal WhatsApp number. You all are having it, or this video is going to be uploaded in the YouTube or Winner Schools YouTube channel. Okay, so you can ask the doubts in the comment section also. Whatever you have any doubt, just ask me. Okay, no need to go anywhere. So we will start this video. Our first lesson of social science is the world we live in. So here you can see it in page number 232. This lesson starts. Okay, the lesson name is the world we live in, and I will not going students, I will not be going by line by line. Okay, I will just summarize this paragraph only. So please, I have told you many times the topics, the main topics, the main terms I have make you write also. So okay, no need to panic, just I will summarize it. Okay, in lesson, in the exam also this only will come, and if you have any doubt, I am still telling you, ask me in my personal WhatsApp number or in the comment section. So in this paragraph, okay, there are two or three things that we can understand. The first here, this paragraph is telling us the shape of the earth. What's the shape of the earth? So here we can understand the shape of the earth is geoid. Okay, I have make you written also. Here I have also written the shape of the earth is called geoid. We have to remember this. Okay, this is very important. And second thing, there was a scientist named Pythagoras. He first told to all the people of the earth that the earth was round, it is not flat. Okay, earlier people was used to believe that earth was flat. So the Pythagoras was the first scientist who told all the peoples and all the scientists of that era that earth is not flat, it's round. Okay, it is also not a round. The shape of the earth is a little bit different, not sphere or not round. The shape of the earth is called geoid. Okay, students, understand? And the second topic is globe. What is a globe? Here you can see the image of it. Okay, I have told you in many movies and many offices you can see it. It's called a globe. Okay, one earth is there. Okay, and in that a painting of all the countries are there, all the roads and all the rivers. It's a copy of earth. Okay, here also you can see in the definition what is a globe. I have make you write down also. Globe is a small model of the earth. Okay, in this paragraph we have to learn this only. Okay, a globe is a small model of earth, and here it is written ki a globe helps to locate places on earth. Okay, so if someone will ask you then what is a globe, what you will tell? A globe is a small model of the earth. Okay, and then what is the usage of it? So you can tell a globe helps us to locate places on earth. Clear? Then we will move to third paragraph, or you can say third topic, and it's also very important. Okay, poles and axis. Page number 233, you can see at the top the topic is written poles and axis. So what are poles? The poles are nothing, it is just what we can say topmost end and the bottommost end of the earth, you can say. So but what we have to learn it here, there are only two poles of the earth, that is north pole and south pole. Okay, so how we will define it? The topmost point on the earth's surface. Here you can see an image of the earth. Okay, and what are these lines I will tell you afterwards. Just see only this image. In the top you can see 90° north. Okay, 90 degrees north and 90 degrees south. So the topmost point of the earth, okay, is called north pole, and the bottommost here it is written, and the bottommost point, the bottommost, okay, the below one is known as south pole. So these 2 points you have to remember in the poles. Then we will come to axis, the imaginary line that passes through the center of the earth. Okay, I have drawn here, actually it was not there in the textbook, I have drawn while explaining you. So there is an imaginary line, not real one. Okay, मैं हिंदी में बोलता बेटा, ये असल की लाइन नहीं है, इट्स नॉट अ रियल लाइन, इट इज एन इमेजिनरी लाइन, ये बनावटी लाइन है, इट इज एन इमेजिनरी लाइन that is drawn by our scientists or researchers. Okay, so to see a particular point in which the earth rotates. So what it is called, the imaginary line that passes through the center of the earth connecting the north and the south pole is called earth axis. Okay, in these 2 points only, these points are only there to be remembered. Okay, I have written make you written in a notebook also, so please go through it, you will understand more clearly beta. Okay, now next point is latitudes and longitudes. After poles and axes we will move towards latitudes and longitudes. So what is latitude? First we will understand it. So here both definition are there. But for latitudes, what are latitudes? To locate places on earth, imaginary lines have been drawn on its surface by geographers. Okay, latitudes are also an imaginary line, okay, drawn on its surface, but it is an horizontal line. Okay, the horizontal lines that are drawn to locate the places, that are called latitudes, the horizontal. And the vertical lines, okay, next we will read the vertical lines that are drawn to locate the places, and that are known as longitudes. Okay, that's the difference. So first we will learn about the latitudes, and these 4 points are there which we can remember while learning the latitudes. The equator is an imaginary horizontal line. Okay, now in latitudes, the most important line is there, it is known as equator. Okay, here you can see a 0 degree is there. The equator is also known as 0 degree, where we will study in next line. This line is there in 0 degree, this is known as equator. The equator is an imaginary horizontal line that runs around the middle of the earth. Okay, the equator divides the earth into 2 parts. We have already discussed it, and now we will discuss one more time. The equator divides the earth into 2 parts. The northern part above the 0 degree is known as northern hemisphere, and the southernmost part below the 0 degree is known as southern hemisphere. Okay, here is also written, the equator divides the earth into equal parts called hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Okay, and you can see there are many lines. Okay, one is 60 degree, 45 degree, 30 degree, 15 degree south, 60 degree north, 45 degree north. Okay, so these lines are called parallels. Okay students, imaginary horizontal line drawn parallel to the equator. Just below the equator there are many parallel lines going to the center of the earth, and just above the 0 degree, just above the equator, we can also see in the northern part. So okay, so these all lines are called parallels. Okay, latitudes tells us how far north or south a place is from the equator. So what this latitude tells us? This latitude tells us that how far the north is and how far the south is from the equator, this 0 degree region. Okay, and the last point is latitude. The equator is the longest latitude. The equator is the longest latitude. Okay, it is also known as 0 degree latitude. You can see in just above the equator the 0 degree symbol is there. Okay, so by this the equator is also known as 0 degree latitude. Okay, then we will move towards the next topic, that is longitudes. Okay beta. Then longitude, what it is written in this, the imaginary vertical line that run from the north pole to the south pole are longitudes. The imaginary vertical lines, not horizontal, vertical, downwards to upwards to downwards, this. Okay, so these lines are called longitude. They are also called meridians. In latitudes, what we have studied, the lines which are drawn imaginary, they are called parallels, and in longitudes they are called meridians. Okay. Third point is, the longitude that passes through Greenwich, a village near London, is called Greenwich meridian or the prime meridian. It also called the 0 degree longitude. Okay, there the longest longitude is there, the Greenwich latitude or longitude. Okay, it's a village near London, and that longitude is known as prime meridian. In latitude we have studied the longest latitude is equator, and in longitude now we have studied the longest longitude is the Greenwich meridian. Okay, remember, and it is also known as 0 degree longitude. See here, we can see here it is written 0 degree prime meridian. It is also known as Greenwich meridian. Okay. Fourth point is, this longitude is the basis for calculating international standard time. This is very important beta. I have told you that there are so many time differences is there in many countries. Okay, this all happens because of this meridians. Okay, because of this longitudes. And then longitude tells us how far east or west a place is from the prime meridian. The equator, we have studied now in this longitude, the equator tells us how far the north and south is from the equator, and this longitude tells us how far east or west is from the prime meridian. Okay, and there are some topics also there, because for this latitudes, the numbering of latitudes is very important. Okay, remember this diagram. If you will draw the parallels of latitude, then first you have to draw the equator. Okay, this idea is also there for drawing the latitudes. First of all, draw the equator, write it 0, then go downwards, line in leaving some spaces, equal spaces, draw 15 degrees south, 30 degrees south, 45 degrees south, and 60 degrees south in below, and last 90 degrees south. Okay, if you will see clearly now, there are 50 these numbers come in the table of 15. Okay, then same to the upwards, and name the same 15 degree north, 30 degree north, 45 degree north, 60 degree north, and 90 degree north. So the whole parallels of latitude diagram will be there. Same, the numbering of longitude is there, but in that, in between you have to draw a straight line, not horizontal, vertical, and you have to name it prime meridian. Okay, below it is 0 degree is there, and the first line, the from in the west, we will name it 30 degree west. Second line 60 degree, third 80, and same for the east. So then we will get the diagram of the meridians of the longitude. Okay, the latitudes are known as parallels, and longitudes is known as meridians. Okay, clear? If you have any doubt still, message me in the WhatsApp or write in the comment section. Okay, this numbering of latitudes and latitudes are done. Then we will come to the next topic, maps. It's a very small topic, students. Okay, there's nothing in that. Just we have to know the definition of map. What is a map? A drawing of the whole or a part of Earth's surface on a flat sheet is called a map. Imagine this is a flat sheet. Okay, in this flat sheet, if I will draw the whole Earth's diagram or the whole Earth's drawing, or a part of the part of Earth's part, if I will draw this or the whole Earth, okay, the drawing of that part, the drawing of the Earth or a part of it, that is known as map. Clear, students? Then next topic is continents and ocean. Okay, this is a very small topic, not big ones. I have told you in the online classes also, there are 7 continents in our earth. Okay, we can pronounce it continents or continents, both are right beta. Okay, in USA they tell this as a continent, and in England they are telling this as a continent, both are right. So the next topic is continents, and I've already said you that there are 7 continents in our earth. Okay, we will learn that's name of that continents ahead. Now first we will concentrate on this three topics. Okay, first topic is, first statement is large land masses on earth are called continents. Okay, this is the definition. Okay, I have made it written also. If someone will ask what is the definition of the continent, you can write this: the large land masses on earth are called continents. Okay. Second, earth has 7 continents. I have stated earlier, each continent is made up of a number of countries. Okay, so there are 3 statements to be remembered. The first point is the large land masses on earth are called continents. Second, earth has 7 continents. Okay. Third, each continent is made up of number of countries. There are number of countries. Okay, 100 of countries in one continent. Okay. Second, there are some list of the continent. Okay, according to their size from the largest to the smallest. The first one is the largest one, that is Asia. It is the largest and the most populated continent. Here you can see the diagram of Asia. It is the largest. See, there is India, Russia. If you know the map of the earth, the map of the Asia, you will know this by seeing all this diagram, okay, of the countries. So Asia is the largest and the most popular continent. Some of the oldest civilization you can see in the page number 236. Okay, you can read all the statements. The some of the oldest civilization of the world are origin here. Okay. Then second one is Africa. It is the second largest continent of the world. It is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer or the equator Tropic of Capricorn pass. Okay. And what is the Tropic of Cancer equator, we will study later on. Okay. The Asia is the largest, Africa is the second largest. Remember this only. Then third, if we move forward, we will see the North America and the South America. The third and the fourth. Okay. Then at 5th place we have Antarctica. It lies in the South Pole. Here you can see the diagram. Okay. See, all there are snow only. There are no countries, there are no people. Okay, I have said you earlier. It lies in the South Pole region. It is also known as the White Continent. Okay, and it is covered with ice throughout the year. Okay, and the 6th one is Europe. It is a peninsula surrounded by the water on the 3 sides and joined to the land on the 4th side. It is known as the peninsula. Okay, peninsula means a land mass which is covered by the 3 sides of the water bodies. Okay, last one is Australia. It is the smallest continent of the world. It is also called the island continent. I have said you earlier, the Australia is the only land mass we have that it is a continent also, it is an island also, and it's a country also. Okay, so here we have 7 continents, and I think so you all are clear. Then only if you will go through this afterwards. Okay, so we will read one more time. Thus we have 7 continents in our earth, that is Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Afterwards we will see the one more topic is oceans. Okay, and what is an ocean then? Vast water bodies on earth are called oceans. There are 5 oceans in the world. The vast water body, the large water body, vast means large water bodies on earth are called oceans. Okay, so we have 7 continents in our earth, and we have 5 oceans. Okay, 5 oceans in our earth. First one is Pacific Ocean. Okay, and this Pacific Ocean separates America from Asia, and it is the largest and the deepest. Second is Atlantic. It lies between the Europe and America. Second one is Atlantic Ocean. It lies between Europe and America. Third one is Indian Ocean. and it is named after our country's name, okay, that is India. Indian Ocean lies to the south of India. Fourth one is Antarctic Ocean, is also known as Southern Ocean because it lies in the South Pole area. Fifth is Arctic Ocean, lies around the North Pole and it is the smallest ocean. So in this we can see there are 5 oceans, okay, Pacific, Atlantic, Indian. Antarctic is in the South Pole and Arctic is in the North Pole, okay. And here you can see the whole diagram of the continents and the ocean. See, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe and Australia and Antarctica. You have this picture in your video. If you want to clear if you have to clear all the doubt, just pause it and see it. If you all have your textbook, in page number 239 this diagram is there, okay. And you can see the oceans also: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, that is Antarctic Ocean, and the smallest one Arctic Ocean, okay. And by this our lesson is completed, okay. I think so you all have understood it better, and if you cannot understand better, I am once again telling you that please message me on my personal number, WhatsApp number, or you can ask all your doubts in the comment section, okay. Thank you.